Hello, Trailblazers. This is Rich Rosen, Fastcall CEO and founder, and I am going to talk for a few minutes today about SMS. Hopefully, come over to the Trailblazer community, awesome Salesforce Trailblazer community. Follow me, and we can share some helpful tips and info. So I'm here in Salesforce. We're in Lightning, and we're going to talk about SMS. Fastcall is an open CTI app, so you're going to see us here in what Salesforce calls the utility bar. So there it is. And in our application, you'll see phone and SMS combined, and I'll talk a little bit about how they work together. This video, I'm going to focus on SMS. We organize our website and our videos around capabilities. So we have awesome information on outbound calls, specific inbound capabilities like IVR and ACD, and then outbound capabilities, dial by list and voicemail drop. We have video and screen share support for Salesforce Mobile. So here in the application, you'll see this is phone and this is SMS. So in this case, I was just talking to a really awesome guy. His name's Rich. He's CEO and founder of Fastcall, and we just had a conversation. It was logged here in Salesforce, of course. And here's the call. So it was just a couple minutes ago. So I'm going to be able to SMS a few different ways. And here I could come in and I can come into the recent call record, and I can SMS. I can SMS from as a reply to a call. I can SMS reply to a phone call. I can phone call reply to an SMS. In this case, I can say, hey, Rich, great to chat, to chat with you, right? So I can just SMS back to to a call. I could also come over directly to, hey, there it is. And you can see on my mobile phone, I just received the message. So actually, let me see. It's nice to reply, right? Yes, thank you, right? And I'll reply back. So there we go. So, and we're going to see all that here. Now, I did this in again, I did it in response to a phone call, but I could also respond directly. I could send an SMS directly. Yes, thank you. So I could send an SMS directly from the record. So in that case, if I come over here in the application, if I'm in phone mode and I click on the mobile phone, it's going to start a phone call. So if I come over here, you'll see there's notification because I did just receive that notification. If I come over here to SMS mode, I could also start the SMS this way, and I can say sending the pro pro proposal. Maybe I should. And I still spelled it wrong. There we go. Thank you for a spell check. There we go. So I'm going to be able to SMS a couple of ways. Now I could also come in here and I probably should be using a template since I'm not such a great typer. I can use a template, and our templates do support merge. So here's a merge example. I could set a template with merge or templates. I've got template options here. Again, I mentioned I could call from an SMS, and if I needed to, of course, I have an option to delete. So, and this is all sort of person-to-person SMS. We also support bulk SMS. I could, if in fact I was sending a template or a merge, I could send SMS to a list, and I could create a list view in Salesforce and send SMS to a list. We support sending SMS by Process Builder, which will also, of course, enable SMS to a list, but using Process Builder. And those SMSs could be automated. So, for example, I could send an SMS to any lead created through a web to lead form, and I could do that with Process Builder. We have an API for SMS, so SMS can be invoked via Apex with some code. So we get a bunch of options for SMS. Phones that are assigned to a user are what I see here. So person-to-person SMS, a phone can be assigned to a group and can be used by the group. And all of our phones are voice capable And in not everywhere around the world are phones going to be both messaging capable and voice capable, so we'd want to check. But in areas where, in most places where phones are capable to do voice and SMS, you'll see both. But we do want to check. We talk about provisioning phones in a separate video. Um, so SMS is easy to use. Of course, Fastcall is designed in Lightning Design System. So these are Salesforce colors and fonts and icons. The application will look and feel like Salesforce. So it's easy to use and easy to set up. And one last thing I'm going to say before I finish up is our subscribers use SMS in many different ways. As you saw, I just had a conversation, a messaging conversation, where I really combined voice of a phone call and messaging. Not all of our subscribers are actively doing outbound messaging, but you really want to be able to receive an inbound SMS on any phone application that you're using. So if I am here and I am in a phone application and I'm making outbound calls and I called, uh, this was an outbound call, and Rich decided to SMS me back from the outbound call. If my application is not SMS enabled and my phone number is not SMS enabled, I'm not going to be notified that it received an inbound SMS, and the sender will not be notified that the SMS bounce because SMS is not like email. It wouldn't actually bounce. So the sender thinks, okay, Rich called me and I sent him a message and said, hey, I'm interested. I'm going to call you. Call me back in 5 minutes, right? But you didn't ever receive that message. So you didn't call him back in 5 minutes. So at the very least, we really like that phones and phone applications here in Salesforce be SMS capable so that you at the very least can receive an inbound SMS. But if you want to do much more, and we do want you to, you have the ability to have a fully feature-rich threaded SMS conversation along with voice. So thank you for watching the video. Please take time to explore our other uh, video series on other capabilities. If you have any questions, shoot us an email or send us a text. Email is info@fastcall.com, and we look forward to answering all your great questions.